Hi everyone, this is Naresh from Bookwees channel. In this video, we are going to discuss the one-act play Riders to the Sea by J.M. Synge. John Millington Synge, that is J.M. Synge, is an Irish literary Renaissance playwright. He is specially noted for capturing the poetic dialogue of rural Ireland. That is, he uses the vernacular language of rural people in his plays. And this play The plot of this play is not based on the traditional conflict of humans, but on the hopeless struggle of common people against the mighty, cruel sea. Sea plays a major role in this play. Let's move on to story. The prominent characters of this play are Maurya, an old woman, Bartley, her youngest son, Kathleen, Maurya's eldest daughter who is about 20 years old, and Nora, youngest of the family, and Michael, who is recently drowned in the sea, then a priest who doesn't have any dialogue in the play, but he plays a major role in the consequences of the play. The background setting of this play is set on an island nearby Ireland. The play opens with Kathleen, the eldest daughter of Maurya, who is about 20 years old, is baking cake in her kitchen. She finds Nora, that is her younger sister, entering the cottage with a bundle of clothes in her hands. Nora discloses her meeting with the young priest, and he handed over the bundle of clothes belonging to a drowned man who was found at Donegal, a place nearby the islands of Ireland, and how he gave her the bundle to check whether these clothes belonged to Michael. Michael is also their brother, who was missing for the past few days. Kathleen and Nora were very much scared to open the bundle as their mother still resides in the cottage, because if the clothes found to be Michael's, then it will break the heart of their mother Maurya. So that they hide the bundle in the cottage loft and awaited for the moment in which their mother gets out of their cottage, and during that moment they plan to check whether it belongs to Michael or not. After some time, Maurya came out of her room with a whiteboard prepared for her son Michael's coffin. Then she enters to the kitchen for work. Maurya is an old mother who is often worrying and lamenting for her sons, saying that her sons will never come back from sea. She came to this conclusion only because of her loss over the sea. She has sacrificed her husband's father, her 5 sons to sea. That is, the sea has taken away all men in her family except the last one, Bartley. Now, after returning from the kitchen, Maurya, along with her daughters, discusses about the only alive son, Bartley. Bartley is the youngest son of Maurya. Unfortunately, he is also planning for a sea voyage right now. Bartley adamantly plans for a voyage through sea to sell their family horses, as they were in need of money to meet out their daily expenses. Somehow, Kathleen and Nora accepts that Bartley should go to the fair at Galway to sell their animals for living. But their mother Maurya denies that idea, and further she thinks that the priest would not allow him to go in such a drastic climate. But then Bartley searches for the new rope to tie the little ass along with the red mare in which he is going to ride till he reaches the boat for voyage. Maurya again tries to stop Bartley from going out by showing him the white boats prepared for Michael's coffin. But Bartley was stubborn in his decision. He changed his clothes, ordered his sisters to take care of the sheep, and he left the cottage without getting blessings from his mother Maurya. It is a tradition followed in Ireland. Sons should get blessings from their mother before leaving their home. But here, Maurya fails to bless him. Bartley leaves with a red mare and grey pony tied behind. Later, Kathleen finds that Bartley has not taken any food with him. So, she asked her mother Maurya to deliver both the food and blessings to Bartley on his way. After hearing the words of Kathleen, Maurya left her cottage to give food and blessings to her only living son Bartley. On that time also, she laments that in her family the old ones have failed to leave anything behind them for their heirs. That is, in her family, no good things have been given to their young ones by the old people. As soon as Maurya left the cottage, the two sisters took the bundle from the loft to check whether it belongs to Michael. Nora startled at looking the stitches in that clothes which was actually done by her to Michael's clothing. So they come to the conclusion that the drowned man was their brother Michael and he had got a good burial in churchyard. Kathleen and Nora eyed the clothes again because it may disturb their mother's peace. But now, Maurya was more distressed than ever and returns back to their cottage. She tells her daughters that she was not able to bless Bartley as she saw Michael's soul or spirit on the grey pony which followed Bartley's mare, and due to that shock she failed to bless Bartley. At this juncture, to pacify their mother's anxiety, the two daughters decided to inform and show the clothings of Michael and how he has got a good burial in churchyard. They discloses the death of Michael to their mother. Meanwhile, lamentations made by Maurya has been interrupted by the islanders' intervention to the cottage. That is, their neighbors came to their cottage with the body of Bartley, and they informed Maurya that the grey pony had knocked Bartley into the sea and so he was drowned to death. As she saw the apparition on the pony, it took away her only living son also. Then Maurya sprinkles holy water on Bartley's dead body. Finally, she has got relieved from all her lamentations as she lost all her sons to the sea now. She also claims that hereafter she will sleep in nights because she doesn't have any more son to lose or to lament. Tragically, now the white boats, which is supposed to be used for Michael's coffin, will be used to bury Bartley's dead body. Maurya prays for the souls of her husband's father, and her sons to rest in peace. Thus the play ends. This is a tragic play, as the title also signifies the death to the riders to the sea. That is, those who rides to sea will be going to attain the death. This is the meaning of this title. Okay friends, we shall discuss other interpretations and analysis and themes of this one-act play in another video. If you find this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much my dear friends for your patient listening. If you have any queries regarding this video, please do comment in our comment section. Thank you.